starts because of Great War II. World War II was a devastation war. Some 75 million people died in this war, which is around 3% of total world population. And in the race to end the war, physicists Werner Heisenberg and Robert Oppenheimer had a battle behind the door. The two physicists work for different countries, but on the same project. As millions fight and die on the World War II, these two fought war in the laboratory. Robert Oppenheimer worked for US in developing its first nuclear bomb, and Heisenberg was Hitler's top physicist working on the same project for Germans. The story begins when Heisenberg given the uncertainty principle, which made him overnight star and became an important scientist at a very young age. Just like a new party coming to power in the country, the National Socialists. 5,000 miles away in the University of California, Berkeley in 1933, Heisenberg's works captured the attention of another physicist, J. Robert Oppenheimer. He is an ambitious college professor who also dreamed of making his mark on the world. He was born in a well-to-do family of Jewish immigrants from Germany. Oppenheimer sees Heisenberg's subatomic world as a new frontier ripe for discovery. A team of Germans claims that they had split the uranium atom, and Oppenheimer didn't believe them until his team recreates the experiment. This discovery means to create a weapon of unimaginable power. Oppenheimer sees it as a heroine of revolution, and he is not only one. With the course of time, Hitler has rebuilt Germany into a fearsome power and has begun his conquest to Europe. Many German scientists have already left the country, but Heisenberg stays. Heisenberg was a patriot, but he was not a Nazi, which left him with a conflict. After a year of questioning, the Nazis finally accepted Heisenberg's loyalty in 1939. Heisenberg sets for United States in Chicago, Illinois in June 1939 to meet the brightest minds in nuclear physics. He went there to discuss the latest discovery just before the outbreak of Second World War in Europe. He takes a conference in United States on a brand new discovery of nuclear fission. Later in that evening, in the gathering of the most renowned physicists of the world, due to aggressively marching of Nazis in the Europe, their meeting is no longer just about science. By giving his loyalty to Hitler, Werner Heisenberg has just become one of the most dangerous men on earth. Hitler takes Poland. France and England declare war against Hitler. Within the months, the Nazis are planning invasion across the continent and exploring the possibility of nuclear bomb. For this, the Nazis order Heisenberg to get to work, and Heisenberg wastes no time. On the other hand, in America, the nuclear effort has barely begun. Until Albert Einstein, the famous physicist in the world, wrote a letter to President Roosevelt. Einstein changed the course of history. He talked about the super weapon being created by Germany's finest physicists. In October 1941, Roosevelt initiates a top secret plan. 1,250 tons of uranium ore have been shipped from Belgium and Congo to New York City, where nuclear scientists are already based. To test it, the operation is named the Manhattan Project. All that missing is the star scientist to lead the effort. As well-paid professor at the University of California, Oppenheimer enjoying the perks of academics, but despite his carefree lifestyle, Oppenheimer is ambitious. Army Colonel Leslie Groves was in search of scientific leader for the Manhattan Project. Oppenheimer had never run anything more complex than a seminar, but Groves left the interview believing that nobody understood as clearly as Oppenheimer. And now J. Robert Oppenheimer became in charge of undertaking that is the most ambitious and faithful of the 20th century, but he is already years behind his rival. Werner Heisenberg has a lab uranium, and the determination to build the Nazis an atomic bomb. In 1942, as war spread across the Europe and the Pacific, Robert Oppenheimer and Werner Heisenberg are fighting on a new battlefield. Now that the uranium atom has been split, the nuclear age has begun, and United States and Germany are in the race to build an atomic bomb. The Nazis have captured the 1200 tons of uranium from Belgium. The key to the bomb is to split this uranium atom and create uncontrollable chain reaction. In 1941, Heisenberg built a small nuclear reactor called Pi, which is a crucial experiment for Heisenberg. Heisenberg's experiment was a beginning, and now only one thing is certain, that Nazis are on the path towards an atomic bomb. While the Americans are just getting started, by late 1942, as Europe suffocates under the crushing grip of Nazis, the Americans only speculate about Germany's nuclear ambitions, but they are determined to beat the Germans to the bomb. Oppenheimer led to the country's greatest minds in an attempt to build the bomb. On the other hand, in 1942, Werner Heisenberg became the first scientist to produce excess neutrons in a nuclear reactor, but that was only a small number of atoms. In March 1943, Heisenberg and his scientists narrowly escaped death, and his laboratory is destroyed due to a small uncontrolled chain reaction. But when rumors about this incident spread to United States, there is a new fear that Nazis are closer to making the atomic bomb than ever before. The pressure on Oppenheimer is increasing. The Americans have discovered a way to manufacture plutonium for the bomb, but they still need to find a trigger to detonate it. They discovered an implosion process which detonates the plutonium atom, but they still don't know how to start that process. With the war going badly for humans, the pressure on Heisenberg is more intense than ever. In December 1944, Heisenberg traveled to neutral Switzerland to lecture a small group of colleagues at physics seminar. And Americans saw it as an opportunity to ensure that Germans never get the bomb. Moberg is a former major league player and he is also a spy who speaks German fluent. His assignment is to determine whether Heisenberg is making progress on a bomb and to kill him. But Berg left thinking that they must not have anything. In spring 1945, the things worked really poorly for Nazi Germany in the war. Berlin is being bombed, the Soviets are on the horizon, but Heisenberg continues his experiment in southern Germany. But the Nazis never invest the massive resources needed to bring the atom bomb to life. On May 3rd, 1945, Heisenberg, along with Germany's top scientists, were captured by Allies. His work for Nazis was over, and Oppenheimer successfully ended the war, and he was titled the father of atomic bomb. But he was haunted by a vision of devastation that bomb has brought. At the end, Heisenberg was stated that he was intentionally hindered the Nazis' progress, and he was figured as a role model of peaceful science, and Oppenheimer was a kind of pariah, the dilemma of, and that's the dilemma of atomic bomb.